So it looks like we have yet another scandal about MSNBC host Joy-Ann Reid. This came out this week. Take a look. Joy Reid promoted 9/11 conspiracy film on her blog in 2006. Okay, so the last time there was a scandal with Joy-Ann Reid, well, there were a few. One of them was, oh my God, she wrote these old bigoted comments about gay people. She came out and apologized for that the first time. And said, yes, I was wrong, I've evolved, so on and so forth. Then there was another scandal where new anti-gay stuff surfaced. That's when she said, I was hacked. She went from going, I'm sorry, yes, I wrote it, to then new stuff came out. She was like, nope, I was hacked on that one. Now, that was a lie. That was the clearest lie that's ever been told. There's zero evidence of that. In fact, if that were true, that would be that would have major consequences for everybody, because they would have hacked I think it's called the Wayback Machine or whatever, which is something that logs old internet shit. And so if somebody was able to hack into that and change that, then that would mean that anybody's internet history could be tweaked, which means we can't trust anything in that realm. And it's all up in the air and questionable, and it could all be hacked and changed. So it's not true. There was no evidence presented. They lied. They doubled down on the lie. And she gave a weird semi-apology where she said, oh, I'm sorry, but, I truly don't believe I wrote those things. Well, which is it? Did you not write it, or do you believe you didn't write it? And if you didn't write it, why are you apologizing? It was all just a giant clusterfuck. Now, from what I could tell from what happened, people were fine with the shit she wrote. But the problem was that she lied to cover it up, recently, you just did that. So that means, where's your credibility as a journalist? You can't be considered a fucking journalist, and how are we expecting you to be a truth teller when you literally just lied about your old blogs? That's the problem. The problem is that you're a fucking liar, not that you used to have odious opinions. We could all look past that. Everybody could look past that. Well, now people were doing some more digging, and they found this 9/11 conspiracy stuff. And listen, in my mind, again, the problem is not her old beliefs. The problem is that she lied about them. That's the problem. So to just keep digging through old internet shit to now you're trying to muck up scandals, stop. That's gross. That's dirty. That's not that. If you go through everybody's past, you're going to find goofy shit, man. And listen, I won't lie to you guys. I had one foot in that 9/11 conspiracy world when I was younger, too. I mean, I watched Loose Change, and I was like, damn, this shit is convincing. And by the way, same thing with Joy-Ann Reid. She watched Loose Change, and she was like, damn, this shit is convincing. So I'm not mad at her. I'm not even close to mad at her. I fucking half agreed with her, okay? So that's not the problem. I have no problem with that whatsoever. We all at some point or another believed kooky shit on whatever issue. You might have never bought into the 9/11 shit or whatever, but you may have bought into some other shit. You may have in the past been anti-gay or whatever the case is. You may have been, I think another issue that I had to evolve on over time was trans issues. When you're younger and you don't know anything, you don't understand it. And you hit a certain age, you start understanding it more. And this can happen on a variety of issues, obviously. People's opinions change. So again, I have no problem with that she used to believe this or even promoted it. To me, the problem always was the lie that was told to cover up what she wrote. And she's not a good journalist. She's terrible at her job. She is a liar. She's one of the worst establishment-minded Democrats there is. She loves to shit on Bernie people. And she loves to make terrible arguments in the process. So I have zero love for Joy-Ann Reid. But what I will say is, don't go looking for things to be outraged by, because that's just silly. That's a silly thing to do. It's an unserious thing to do. And look, let's be honest. The MSNBC has already showed, for whatever reason, they're sticking by her, even though she's a clear liar and even though she sucks at her job. So that is what it is. But yeah, to me, the whole point all along was that she lied to cover up what she said, not that she said those things. And as far as I can tell, most people on the left are on the same page, where we're not totally outraged by the beliefs or the things she said. It's more about what she's doing to cover it up.